losses, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
On first down, Beverly, and he'll be brought down here at the 28. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 58 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first, but they've lost 2 straight games.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week.
And he's going to go down again.
The quarterback sacked.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. This is fielded at the 27. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
To throw on 2nd down. Finney. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Finney. And a quick throw here that's complete.
The pass.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 122 yards.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season.
It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Taken down and
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Fielded just inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Finney. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. back to throw. Finney. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 17 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun. Wheeler. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to number 89.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. From the gun, Wheeler, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Wheeler's pass.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw again. Wheeler, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, Wheeler got his man complete over the middle. That's Underwood. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for him, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but it's still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
On first down, Finney. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
The pass.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes. And
the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Quarterback sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Looking to throw on second down. Finney. And he's got his man on the out route.
Number 11.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw on third down, Finney. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Forced to the ground.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try to loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look, in trouble, and he's taken down.
The quarterback taken down.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He does have the 1 interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than the ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterbacks, and he's giving it to them.
They'll take the 3-1.
Every single time.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12.
the 20.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Finney. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Finney. Over the middle, it's complete. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number one. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Patriots, nothing.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
36-yard line.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown, Dallas.
A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter does this, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll keep it on the ground. Beverly. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzes, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On third down, Wheeler. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
To throw on third down, Wheeler. Throwing right, and that's complete. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now from the 7.
Entering screen resume.
Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Wheeler. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Wheeler's nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
On 2nd down now, Beverly. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
I didn't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But
now that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Right back to him on first down.
The ball carried.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Finney. And this is incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Operating from the gun. Finney. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
The pass.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down, Finney. And that is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. From the gun, Wheeler. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Wheeler. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
And remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Knowles. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. And there he is, the man taking the snaps under center. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Looking onside, and he's got a man. That's Tucker. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
3-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wheeler throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
For number 81.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
2nd down and 10.
To throw again, Wheeler, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Over the middle, complete. It's Underwood. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. So the Patriots with the football as we get your reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down. Wheeler. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Wheeler's pass.
Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. They picked up 5 yards. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than anything.
And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Throwing on 3rd and long. Wheeler. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
Intercepted by the
This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
To throw on 2nd down. Finney, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the gun, Finney. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On first down, Finney. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Yard line.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's now 4.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but then winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you